Back out on a bike again today. Oh, day 2 of my non-drinking thing, but I'm forcing myself to get outdoors, even if it's a walk or a push bike ride. Just come across this field, let me show you. Less than a mile away from my house. It's screaming out housing estate, unfortunately. I'm starting to get a feel for fields that are about to be built on. It's been happening for years. I could be wrong, but this is screaming out future housing estate. Does boil my blood. Off I go again anyway. I'm off. Got a couple of miles to cover. What I'm going to try and find is maybe some locations I could go camping to on my push bike. I've got a crappy bush. Speak, Neil, speak. I've got a crappy push bike. I want to upgrade it, but I need to prove to myself I'm going to get out first. So just going downhill now. So that's the easy bit. And then I've got a steep climb. All I've got is my mobile phone and a £100 bike. That's all I've got. But if I can prove that I'm going to do this regularly, I'm going to add it to the camping channel. Get some proper kit. So I get like a proper holder and a proper camera. Lovely day today anyway. On this Tuesday morning. It's a win-win that as a pathway. So I'll lock my bike up. Let's have a look. Crappy bike from Decathlon. Only cost me £99 about 6 years ago, so it's not suitable for what I want to do, but it's getting me out, so it's a start, isn't it? Tyres are perishing. Hopefully they don't go pop. Anyway, there's a circular walk here, and I want to have a look through there, see what we can get away with. No animals in here, so I was concerned my bike was going to be in the way of the gate. I don't think it will be, so let's pop over here. So it should be quite quiet today because it's a weekday, so most people are at work. I haven't brought a selfie stick or anything. I haven't brought a backpack, so I'm going to get some pretty poo footage, but it doesn't matter. Wow, this is steep. I'll turn the camera around. It doesn't look that steep here. There's the bottom fields right down there. So what I'm looking for is places I can get away with a little bit of a woodland stealth camp. There's a little pathway up here. Let's go up here. I don't think I'm going to be camping here unless you've got a hammock. You could camp here with a hammock. There's little pathways, which means people come through here. Don't think this is a... could be animals. I'm not sure. But you can see how steep it is, look. Yeah, this is looking a bit too private. Gates open though. We'll have a little bit further of a walk. This would be a nice spot. It's flat here, but yeah, definitely a risk, isn't it? There's an electric hook up there. And traffic cones going straight across here, so I'm not going to go any further there. Yeah, it looks a bit too risky. What would I do with that bit of land if it was mine? I know exactly what I would do. I would leave it exactly how it is, put a portaloo there and rent it out for wild campers, a nearly wild camping site. That would be quality for that. But it's just left there, doing nothing. Never mind. Anyway, I've turned around, there's nothing here, it's too steep. To my left, you just can't get away with it, and there's a path through here, so too risky on that one. I could go further down here, and that takes you down to Minster Ruins, and I'm sure there's some camping spots down there, but in this video I'm not checking that out because that's the video, not the video, the location that me and Squirrel was going to do a special Halloween camp about a year ago, but More than that actually now, I think. But things went a bit wrong, a lot of illnesses and stuff. We never got around to doing it, so I'm saving that, because we are going to go down there another time. I've literally hardly been out for 5 minutes and you can see how I'm out of breath already, which is why this change needs to happen. I got my electrolytes drinks coming today, so I'll try one of those later. Might even stick it on the end of this video. Hopefully it comes today. Anyway, should be. Anyway, back to the bike. Let's go to the location I wanted to originally check out. You see the slope? Just keeps going and going and going all the way down. We ain't camping here. Let's go back, jump on the bike and see what else we can find. Just study this landscape here. I've said this before in other videos. I'm in Oxfordshire, and you would think, because this is country area, that there would be lots of places to wild camp, but there isn't. If you zoom in, you'll see it's all like little strips of wood. It's all private land, of course, so it's not dense enough. And now that they're building on everything they can find, that's making it even worse, which is why I struggle to wild camp on this channel. It's too much of a risk. Cars everywhere. Anyway, heading down to Crawley. You see that chimney down there? This is Crawley Industrial Estate. I believe it may have had something to do with Whitney blankets many years ago. So I better turn the camera off because I'm getting faster and faster. Oh God. Bottom of the hill now in Crawley. When you get a lot of rain, all this floods, it's like a lake. Quite often this bridge is shut, but today it's lovely. Apart from the cars, of course. So now I'm going to head down there, turn right and up a massive hill, because we're actually going all the way back up that way. Wow, climbing up a hill, and it's working. It must be, because I'm absolutely knackered. So more of this regularly. A couple of months' time, I think I feel a lot better. At the moment, I'm absolutely shagged. Lovely bits of woodland, but you can see there. You know, there's stuff going on in there, so it's all private course, and that's what it's like around here. Try to find out who owns bits of land around here. It's impossible. Getting permission to do a little solo camp, I don't know how people do it, to be honest. Anyway, trundling up the hill. There's a chap on YouTube, he's called Wiltshire Man, out Swindon way. He'd have smashed this hill on his bike, and he's in his late 60s. This goes to show how unfit I am. I need to sort it out, don't I? That's what this is all about, though. His channel's brilliant. He goes on push bikes, he's very knowledgeable, he makes knives and does his allotment and does wild camps and stuff. Worth watching. Yeah, it inspires me, somebody that sort of age can be that fit, just sort of getting out regularly, nothing over the top. But he'd have smashed this hill. He'd have got up here without getting off his bike by now. Now at the top of the hill, finally. Wasn't too bad. You know, I'm not going to complain too much, it's my own fault, but it's my own fault I'm unfit. But at the end of this road is where I'm wanting to go anyway. Whew, it's making me feel good though, even though it's horrible, if you know what I mean. I'm actually doing something. Now, I've driven up these roads all my life, back and forth. Never have I walked or push biked here. Because I've push biked this, I've seen so much more than I've ever seen on this small journey. Did a couple of miles so far. I can see in people's nice gardens, I can see all the little flowers and things I've not seen, little streams and little rivers that you just don't see in the car. So even for that experience, it's worth doing. Just getting to see stuff in a different way that you don't normally see it. Let's get to this little woodland thing, because I never even knew this was here until the missus was driving the car a couple of months ago and my eye caught it. So this is why I wanted to bike up here. It's like a little country walk. I don't think I'll be able to camp here, but somewhere nice to walk around and do a brew. Oh, I've gone past it. Oh God, fall off my bike. So it's just through there anyway. There's some kids and dogs there. I don't want to go firing in there with my bike and make them go all over the place. I'm going to lock my bike up because there's no cycling through here. And check this out. Foxborough Wood is where we are. Here's the map. We're up here, but the map's facing the wrong way. Should have been that way really. It's orientated wrong. So anyway, we're up here. I think, well, we're going to check it all out, but there's some thicker areas there. I just don't think we get away with it. Whether it's, yeah, I don't think so, but it's going to be a nice place to walk nevertheless. Is that who I think it is? I ain't sure. What do you reckon? On this bench. Lovely bit of carving here, look. I'm not a wood expert, so I don't know what wood that is. But it's nice. Doesn't look very comfortable, but it's nice. Our lady's just coming in and gone that way, so I might go this way so she doesn't feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. She's gone that way, so I'm going to go the other way. And a strange bald-headed man following her. Let's see what we got there. Let's see what we got down here. A couple of old logs. I don't know if they're old logs or whether they're actually old trees that have been cut down. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's quite open here. It's very strange, very new plantation, I would say. You can't go down that way. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, which direction I'm going. Definitely you couldn't camp here. Lovely place to camp, but I don't think you get away with it here. I think what I'm going to do, because I can already see what's here, I'm going to take this path over here, because that lady's gone that way. She's already looking at me like I'm a weirdo. She's probably not, but I don't want to be that person, so I'm going to go the opposite direction. Let's have a look this way. Nice bit of work there. This is all maintained by volunteers and things, as you saw on the sign on the way in. Of course, very boggy through here. Very boggy. Yeah, good job I wore these and not my trainers, because I was going to. So you can't really tuck in there. You can, but it's too close to the path. Too close. Tell you what, that must be awful down here in the winter time. Could do with a bit of gravel on this little track. Cut through the centre here. Now I've been looking, you actually could go in there. You'd have to be very stealthy though. Yeah, late nighter, come in. No fire. You won't want to fire in these places anyway. That's disrespectful. It's even worse, but because you could probably nestle down in there, sort of cutting through the centre here. I'm not sure what direction to go. I think I'm going to go back again around the edge. You could definitely get away with it, I think, but I shan't be. I shan't be. Lovely walk. I got this raincoaty thing on because it was supposed to rain, but it's actually really warm as well, so I'm sweating a bit. So I'm also sweating it out. I was going to bring my little knockoff Trangia burner and do a brew, but I didn't know the situation here and I wasn't ready for it. I hadn't packed anything. It's just like I sit there and I go, oh, I'll go out, but what I need to do is get like a day pack that's always packed. So if I do sit there and go, sod it, I'm going out, I just got to fill my water bottles up and leave. You know, so I've always got my coffee and my tea or whatever I want to take packed. It's always there, like a bit like a bug out bag. So when I get back later, I'm going to look at some packs and plan out some kit that I want to get as a little day bug out bag, let's say. Yeah, would have been nice to just have a brew and a chat in the woods, but it's just a walk and a random one again, because I need to lose this weight. I think if I can lose weight as well, I'll be able to do better camps because I feel fitter and I feel more confident. It's a bit unmaintained around here. The pathways are a bit all over the place, but it's alright. It's nothing like Whitney Lake, or Duck Lake as some people call it, which was where I showed some footage on the other video that I posted last about quitting drinking and my mum passing away. That one. The footage on the end was the lake. It's nothing like that. Oh, what do we have here? Seating areas. You can see how the trees are all brand new. They're all brand new. More seating areas, so that's pretty cool. That's nice. You can chill out here with kids. Yeah, I wish I brought my little knockoff Trangia now and done a brew, but I could come back another time. I could even do some cooking on here, like sit here, do some cooking, cook up some camping meals, do some videos on that. Oh, look at that. Look at the carving on that. Little fox. Hello, Foxy. There's a deer there. I don't know if we have a squirrel though. Do we have a squirrel? Do we have a squirrel? Do we have a world famous squirrel? That's a shame, I can't see a squirrel on there. But that is nice, isn't it? Lovely. This is my view. Let me turn the camera around. My feet. This is my view. Oh, I'm so annoyed that I didn't bring a brew kit now. So there's lots of different directions you can walk here, but it looks like there's a path over that way. That's the final edge of it there. I think in a minute I'm going to walk down that way. I take back what I said, it's actually quite nice. Bit unmaintained on the pathway out the edges, but this bit's nice. I will definitely come back here. I've been thinking to myself, what's the difference between wild camping and stealth camping? Because I've noticed a lot of YouTubers now, even some of the big ones, they go to the same places all the time. Might be having the same problem as me. I mean, really wild camping, I suppose, is when you get on top of the hills and that, and then if you're going to camp in woodlands and that like this, it's really stealth camping, isn't it? Shouldn't really be there. And I don't like starter camping. It's just too much of an effort. I know some YouTubers like watching it. I did when I first started watching camping, but it gets boring. Starter camping, you can't relax. You know, you're stuck somewhere you're not supposed to be. You know, you can't have fun. You can't. You're always on the fear that you're going to get caught. So I do have one or two spots I can go to regularly. So I think I need to stop overthinking it. Stop thinking that I need to find different locations. I think I just need to do different things when I do go to them. Like camp in a different tent, cook a different type of meal. But that's why I'm doing all these walks as well, but just to outdoor stuff, because yeah, I'm not near any hills and that. And obviously I can't camp in here. It's just not going to work, so campsites as well I've started to go to, which some of them are quite nice. There's a nearly wild camping sites. There's quite a lot of those, so I think I'll do that. But I definitely want to keep camping, definitely want to keep filming it. I like filming it because it gives me something to do. And family and friends can watch it as well, and anyone that's interested in what I do can watch it. I'm not out to be a big YouTuber, but it's fun filming it. So one day I might not be able to get out as I get older, so I can look back at where I was and look at my videos. So for that's a good enough reason as it is. Anyway, stop waffling. Let's walk this direction. What we got? Don't know if you see that path there. I'm gonna head that way. See what we got through the middle here. Yeah, it's all quite new here, so it must have been fields at one point. And they decided I'm going to turn it into a little woodland. I say new, but it must have been here a few years. But see, the trees are not much taller than me. Like a valley, and it goes like that. At the start of that way, you saw that bit of dry area. It must run through here and all the way through there. But it's bone dry at the moment. Yeah. Sweeps like that, so it's a valley. Christ alive, this place is bigger than I thought. There's pathways everywhere. Now this is interesting. This is very interesting. What do we have here? Okay, that's rather cool. That is rather cool. Check this out. It looks like it's been made with battens, and it's been bent into an arch shape, and then it's been topped with a heavy duty tarpaulin. That's smart. That is smart. Another place you could sit and have a brew. I'm finding new things everywhere around here. Somebody's lost a door key. Yeah, very nice. Here you have another one of those carved benches. These woods are massive. I'm not sure which direction to go. Check this out. So if you need a dump, toilets. That is really handy. I'm quite impressed with that. Yeah, I like that. So I've done a main loop all the way round. Where is it? There? 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 It's there anyway, the little bridge from the start. So we're literally back where I started. That's a nice tree. So if you want to check this out and you haven't done and you happen to live around here, I think it's called Foxborough Woods. I'll check that when I go back out. I think it's called Foxborough Woods. I went through Charlbury, which is on the edge of Whitney, and come up the hill, but you could also come the other way, and it's basically Hayley is where this is. I'm going to have to check the name of it now. Made a massive mistake. Really stupid one, really. Didn't bring any water. Cycled a couple of miles, walked around these woods, didn't know where I was going, and I didn't even bring any water to drink. That was a stupid thing to do. I'm parched. There's nothing around here, so I need to cycle back. Might actually go through Hayley and straight into Whitney. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I come round here, just be warned, there's a lot of dogs. It's a massive dog walking area. So if you don't like dogs, then probably not best place to come. Yeah, dogs everywhere. You can probably hear them in the background. And it's a shame because some people are not picking their dog shite up in a place like this as well. Anyway, I'm back where we started. Back at the start. I'm going to have a look at this sign now, just to reconfirm what it was called. There you go. Give it a pause and read that information there if you want to know more about it. But now I'm going to bike back home. A top quality bike. Look at the state of it. So there you go, a little video, a little bit of a walk around. No brew today, which I'm a bit annoyed about. Wish I brought my brew kit, but I didn't. Had a look around Foxborough Woods. I'm looking to camp this weekend. Now going through Hayley, gone through Crawley, big loop, going to Hayley, just round this corner we come back into Whitney. I need to go all the way through Whitney and up to West End of Whitney. Hopefully my little trial for my drinks that I saw online, electrolyte type drinks. They claim they calm you and chill you. We'll see what they're like, and if they're there, I'll stick it on the end of this video. That's a few calories burnt anyway. It's one of the last entrance gates to what some say were world famous Whitney blankets. All of this housing estate here. There's one of the remaining chimneys. Blanket factory, Charles Early's Whitney blanket factory, all the way up here. Still running when I was a kid, and I think it officially shut down maybe early 90s. I'm not quite sure, something like that. All this housing estate, it goes quite far back, was a massive factory. For that, bit of history gone. Towns like this, everyone would have come out of their houses at the same time, worked in the same places. Sweating like a pig. When I get home, I'm going to calculate how far that actually was. Tap it in Google Maps. We're about to have a cheeky something. Can we guess what it is?